My name is Langston Prince. I'm probably the smartest person in this state, and I am the subject of this documentary because I asked some documentarians to make something about me because I figured, well, what does the world need? And really, it's more of me. I have been compared to geniuses like Da Vinci, Leonardo DiCaprio, and someone named Narcissus. I think he's Greek, but that doesn't.
That's Narcissus?
I am cisgender, yes, assigned male at birth. But that doesn't make much sense because I'm not Greek, so I honestly don't get the comparisons. But people have said that I'm a Renaissance man. And I don't get that because what did they do in the Renaissance? Paint, science, architecture? That's easy. I could do all of that if I wanted to. I could probably paint the Mona Lisa in half the time and double the quality, but no. I'm something better. I'm something new. There needs to be a word for that. It's on the tip of my tongue. I have it. The Neo-Renaissance man. Langston Prince, the Neo-Renaissance man. Let me spell that out for you. Neo-Renaissance is Neorenaissance. What do you think?
What are you doing over there, Langston?
I am looking for disguises for my interviews. I'm going to be interviewing people who I'm important to. My brother, my partner, my professor, my friends. And but I don't want them to know it's me because, frankly, I don't trust anyone else to interview them. But also, I want them to be honest about how great I am. So for the authentic documentary experience. So someone was foolish enough to leave the room unlocked and kind enough not to be in it while I came over. So they had this great closet thing. And so now I'm taking disguises from it, and we're going to interview the people in disguise. How does this look?
Are you sure they're not gonna know that it's you?
I mean, I'm in this. Whoa, wow. I hardly recognize me. If Superman can disguise himself with glasses and hair is combed the other way, I can disguise myself with a wig. Thank you very much. Jesus, I'm going. God, hope this mic is off. Oh, hi, Rachel. What's up?
Did you just come out of my room?
No, I came out of the bathroom.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure. Yes, Piper. Do you think you should get my disguise now? William will be arriving soon.
I thought you were bringing the disguise.
I never bring anything. Everybody brings
You
things.
said you were gonna bring.
I should have expected this level. I'm mic'd up. That's dreadful. Nevertheless, I have a plan.
You have okay, well, I mean, you don't have like the wig.
I have a secondary disguise.
That's a pair of glasses.
Fine, I can do my hair like that.
Well, you think that's actually gonna work?
Superman does it for Superman when he's not Superman.
Okay, fine. Okay, honestly, let's just...
Are you saying I'm not as good as Superman? I feel like I could. Come on.
That's not what I'm saying. Listen, we just need to like get this interview over with, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
William's gonna be here any minute, trust me. He's never late.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, there he is now. Yes, come in.
Is this like the documentary thing?
Yes, it is. My name is British McBritfee. I'm your interviewer.
I don't shake British people's hands.
And I don't shake Yankees' hands. Let's get you mic'd up.
Shit. Thanks.
So, what's it like? What was Langston like as a child? Langston Prince, the Neo-Renaissance
Why is it the
man?
Neo-Renaissance man?
Because
Did you like paint something? Sistine Chapel?
he could, if he wanted to.
And Langston was never really artistic, so I don't know about that.
I seem to remember when I interviewed Langston Prince, greatest honor of my life, interviewing Langston Prince, the Neo-Renaissance man. He mentioned that he had quite a few crowning achievements in grade school related to finger painting.
I mean, like, we did this one project, and he lost his, so I had to paint his for him. I wouldn't say that was a crowning achievement.
Some would say it was the other way around.
It wasn't, though. Like, my name is on both of them.
Okay.
He got a red card for the day. Like, it was really kind of embarrassing.
He was a yellow to green card student, I'm assured by my primary sources. He was a exceptional child. Misunderstood?
He was not, I wouldn't say there's not much to understand. He's like, kind of shallow, kind of like kiddie pool shallow, like not even one of those big kiddie pools, like one of the really small ones that's deflated and not fully filled.
So, your brother, what's it like being related to someone so
Oh my
brilliant?
god, it's horrible.
Can I finish my statement?
Sure, I just didn't think you had anything
Brilliant.
worth
Someone
to
so
say.
brilliant.
I mean, it's horrible, like I said earlier.
Are you intimidated by his intelligence?
I mean, he killed our third twin in the womb, which was kind of fucked up. Like,
I feel like
is that not fucked up?
what?
He killed our third twin.
this is a complete...
Like, who does that? Do you know why
It's a
I was born
perfectly
first?
normal thing to
I
do,
was
so
born
I heard.
first because I was trying to get the fuck out of there. Like, placenta was flying through the air.
So
Shit was going down.
So you're saying he has the air of a warrior?
No, I would say more like the air of like a backstabbing, skeezy Shakespearean villain, but not one of the good ones. One of like lame ones that nobody likes. Yeah,
And
like-
so you would compare him to Shakespeare?
like a greasy one, like a very, very greasy, very oily one, like U.S. invade your face kind of oil.
So somebody wants him.
I wouldn't really say that. Like you know, like Mouse Detective movie. He's like the rat from that. Very ratty. That's what he looks like. Not like an ogre, like a rat. Yeah. Keep that in. Keep that in.
Well, thank you for your time. I believe we've had enough. Just cut the...
You are Hunter Kloss, is that right?
Yep.
My name is Vegemite von Regiment. I am a journalist and a highly acclaimed journalist interviewer from the University of Auckland. You might know me as the Thunder from Down Under, the one out front of the Outback, and among other names. I am here to interview you today about your boyfriend, Langston Prince, known in Australia as the Thunder from Down Over.
People know him in Australia?
Everybody knows Langston Prince, the Neorenaissance man.
I'm not surprised.
So, how did you start dating Langston Prince?
We went to the same college, obviously.
And that's this Amherst College.
Yeah, we met pretty quick, started dating pretty fast, and now we're just still here.
Still here, huh?
Yep.
So, you would say he charmed you?
I mean, he kind of just came into my room sometimes, just randomly. I guess everybody came into my room then, but, you know, like you'd walk in and then you'd leave and then you'd come in 3 hours later and he's still there. It was kind of weird.
But it worked, clearly.
Well, you know, if I made him leave my room, then he wasn't in my room anymore. And so then, like, he'd be like, oh, let's get food together. And I was like, oh, okay. So, you know, then we, I guess, started hanging out.
I've heard Langston Prince described as charming to a fault. Would you agree with that?
There are some faults. Charming.
Like the San Andreas fault, big, strong, and masculine.
The what?
San Andreas, it's The Rock.
No, no, I know that one. Langston is not like The Rock.
Surely he's like a rock, steady, reliable,
Yeah.
pet rock.
Pet Rock?
You had a pet rock. We had many pet rocks in Australia, Auckland, Western Metro area, where I'm from.
You had rocks in the metro area?
Yes.
Langston's not like a rock. He's too involved for that. He's like a snake.
A snake.
Pet
so-
snake. Because with snakes, you have to take care of them. You have to do all this work. You have to feed them live mice or crickets or whatever, and you have to clean their cage, and you don't get that much in return. You know, like a cat will cuddle you. A hamster will like run in its wheel.
I've cuddled with a few
You can
snakes in
play-
my time. In Australia, we cuddle with snakes regularly. So maybe this is just an American thing where you don't understand how good snakes are.
Not a fan of snakes.
That seems
They
like
shed their skin. Ugh.
seems like your problem, Barbie.
My what?
I'm done with this. Typical American.
My name is Sassafras von Hapsfram. I am
I'm sorry, is there something wrong with your hand?
no, I injured it. You see, I was as some might say, coming and going, and I went a bit vigorously.
Of course, of course.
I am a journalist student and interviewer from the University of Memphis, Louisiana. And I'm here to interview you about your student, Langston Prince, colloquially known in the South as the Neorenaissance man. I believe that is the title of the documentary, too.
Yes, I hadn't heard much about the documentary. I'm happy to be contributing. My name is Professor Proya. I'm a classics professor at Amherst College in Massachusetts. Yes, my student Langston.
He is a biology professor.
No, classics professor.
Classic biology.
No, just like Greek and Roman
Biology.
language and history.
About biology. About plants and animals and the like.
Not exactly.
I believe this is a semantic argument.
Of course, sure, right.
So, how would you say Langston is in class?
Right,
A
Langston.
shining star, an exemplar student, A plus, grade A, check plus, or whatever you
Well,
use here.
I'm not really comfortable discussing his grade point average, but he's certainly he's a standout student. You know, he definitely makes his mark on the class.
He does.
He's a very vocal student.
I had the pleasure of meeting him very briefly, and
Mm-hmm.
let me just tell you, the wit on the man. I haven't met a man that smart since General John Strawman Sherman of the 24th Regiment.
Oh, I haven't. I'm not really familiar with any military personnel, but
Yes.
yes, I guess Langston is he's very bold. I would say very steadfast in his opinions. I would say.
Yes, he's very passionate about your class, I
Absolutely.
understand. He takes a great interest in class. Can you tell me a little bit about that? How
Yeah, Langston, he's always, again, like I said, very vocal in discussions. So we're in a unit right now about Vesuvius and his.
Yes, the famous Roman biologist.
No, well, he had a lot of areas of interest, but we're talking about his architecture studies at the moment.
Architecture of plants.
But it's interesting you mention that because Langston is he often talks about plants and biology during class.
As you would in a biology-related class.
Oh well, no. Again, it's a classics class.
Classic
It's actually
biology.
so we're talking about architecture in the Roman world right now. And Langston often, in fact, every time he raises his hand and speaks, he relates it to plants like flowers and roses and like Venus flytraps. He said one time.
Well, that is
frankly,
Roman.
it's ridiculous. But he derails class every single day.
So you would say he's a bit distracted then?
Distracted.
Distracting.
Certainly, actually, he is distracted.
His tendency to is he charmed to a fault? His tendency to seduce, let's just say, professors' wives. And,
I'm sorry.
Professor,
What are you referring to?
Langston didn't give me a dossier. I'm just asking the questions. He didn't write them. It was a separate documentarian wrote them. You
Right.
understand how the process works. Are you happily married, Professor Porter?
I don't see how that's relevant. Mr. What was it? Von Habstram?
Von Habstram. Yeah,
Yes,
Von
yes,
Habstram. VONHAP.
Yes.
Yes.
What is that? Is that a German name, Professor Habstram?
Louisianian.
Right. Are you the documentarian? Did you
No,
write these questions?
I'm the journalist.
A journalist, right? From Louisiana. you said.
Memphis, Louisiana. Yes.
I'm not convinced that's a real city.
Where did you say
sir.
you were from again?
I'm from Massachusetts.
I'm sure you are. Massachusetts.
Yes, I am
Massachusetts
actually.
shit.
I could show you my birth certificate.
Oh, okay. A
Could you
birth
show me
certificate.
A birth certificate.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. Everybody knows those only exist in movies. Anyways, moving on. You are happily married, are you not, sir?
I am happily married. I don't say
Now,
that's relevant, but
my
I am.
question is your wife happily married?
Absolutely.
Because I brought her here today. Are you happily married, miss?
Meredith? But
That is, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone outside and in between, Meredith Proya, soon to be Meredith Prince.
I'm sorry.
I have
Meredith
it on
Prince.
good authority that Langston Prince, will you excuse the crudities? Langston Prince fucked your wife, sir. Meredith?
What, Meredith? Why are you here? Is this true? I'm
Please,
shocked
sir,
right now.
leave her alone. She's been through enough.
Leave her alone.
Sir, I ask you to calm down, please. You are shouting.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to lose my composure, but this is, I'm very confused right now. I'm a little flustered. I thought I was coming here to talk about a student of mine. and I don't think that this is relevant.
Well, that student
to
of
my
yours will
my
be,
academic discourse in class.
your
with Langston
I
Prince.
imagine your academic discourse will be quite interrupted by your impending divorce. But yes. We can return to Langston. Would you say he is he will be a good father to your children?
To my children. To Langston Prince.
Langston Prince.
That fucking moron.
Yeah.
Who can't figure out the difference between classics and biology.
You know,
Who every single day comes into class.
Some would say,
he falls
sir,
asleep 20 minutes into the lecture every single day.
That means he is passionate. And some would say that means him falling asleep so he gets enough sleep to pay attention to a woman in his life. Unlike you, sir.
Meredith and I are very happily married. We're very happily married.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Professor
Am
Perea. I'm going to have to ask you. You've upset
ask me to
Meredith
leave.
terribly. Terribly. Just terribly.
Listen, I have to get back to class anyway. Fine. Meredith, I'll see you at home.
No, you won't, sir. No, you will not.
So, your name is Rachel Willick, friend of Langston, is that correct?
To a degree.
My name is Led Zeppelin. I am a English transfer student from the University of Berwickshire upon Tweed upon Thames in the south of Scotland. And I have been tapped to interview about Langston Prince, the Neo-Renaissance man. So what's it like being friends with Langston?
Well, find it quite amusing, actually.
Is that because he has a comic wit and a charming flair for the dramatic and comedic?
I wish I could say that, but in fact it is merely because I find his humiliation amusing.
His humiliation.
Correct.
Elaborate on that.
Well, you see, generally it's embarrassing when people go on with an ego bigger than their yacht. It's quite impressive considering he has quite the large yacht. Big,
Yes, he has
sparkly
a very-
pink lights.
Very
Quite-
nice yacht. He's quite nice to take people onto his yacht, isn't he?
I mean, the bar is good. Company could be improved.
Company. Do you mean the company that made the yacht?
No,
Bear
I mean
Quinn
you.
Me. I'm Led Zeppelin. LED.
Right. Lead, of course.
I'm not quite
apologies.
metallic on the beat, if you understand. LED, not LEAD. We're not sort of poisoning the Romans here, as it were. So, besides his yacht, what is so fantastic? So surely it must be a lot, as for someone as wonderful as Langston.
Great gift getter when he remembers, of course. He's much better at buying the gifts for himself, and then you just kind of take what you want. He doesn't really know this.
What sort of things have you taken?
All my room decorations, the nice camera, particularly entrancing photo.
So, be more specific. What have you taken? Your room decorations, what do you mean?
All the posters on my walls.
You son of a bitch, I knew that's where my posters went. Don't worry, I'm not gonna break
Langston,
this.
what are you doing? Langston, watch the fucking lab.
I know.
What are you? Pull yourself together.
What are you?
Langston.
Fuck that.
Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit.
Come back here, you little shit.
I think this one through. I'm sorry.